Well, good morning. This is Patrick's Point campground. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a little walk around here in the fog before I pack up and hit the road for today's destination, Fortuna, California. Yeah, I'm getting a late start today. Yesterday was a pretty rough day, not rough, but took all my energy to get here. I'm ready to roll now, and I'm heading to Fortuna, where I've got a hotel reservation, as I'm going to pamper myself. I'm getting near the end of the trip and decided, yeah, what the heck, it's got a hot tub. Well, I'm only about 4 miles into the day, still foggy, but nice and quiet, very little traffic, and can hear the surf. So I'm already feeling a little more energized. When I left camp, bleh, now just bleh. Somewhere there's an ocean down there. I hear it. I'm following one of the Adventure Cycling Association side route, or their main route actually. And it's been nice, but it does break down into this gravel road, back to potholes and then gravel road. So just be forewarned, it's a little slow going on this section if you are attempting the ACA route. An hour and a half into the day, I've only done about 8.5 miles. Stopping, going slow. Well, it's kind of hilly and the pavement's really rough. But today is the opposite of yesterday. I'm in no hurry. I got a hotel reservation. I know where I'm going, so I'm just going to take my time. Yesterday was some of the most difficult miles of the whole trip, and today the last 5 miles have probably been the easiest 5 miles I've encountered on the whole trip. What do you know, California? Thank you, the best and the worst. Just getting into Arcata. I'm going to be looking for my second cup of coffee of the day, I think. Got me my coffee plus a bear claw. I'm looking for like a public bench or a park bench or a picnic table to take a break on, but every table or bench I've seen in Arcata and Eureka has got some homeless type person camped out on it, and it's really sad. Definitely a lot of transient type people around here. Back to riding the shoulder 101. But about 10 miles, 11 miles maybe to go to get to Fortuna. Well, the ACA route takes you off the highway here, so hopefully it is not too meandering. That last route in Eureka took me all over the place, and probably would have been better just to keep going on the highway, in all honesty, if you want to make time. I guess I should try slow down. I'm not succeeding in that very well today. I am about 5 miles from Fortuna, my destination for this evening, and I'm on some bumpy country roads. Well, not so much bumpy, they just have a whole bunch of yeah, bumps. They're bumpy, what can I say? But it's nice to be off of 101. That shoulder's pretty wide, but it's just too darn noisy. Just getting into downtown Fortuna. So a few more blocks, and well, I'm gonna look for a Gatorade first. What the heck? Gatorade, Gatorade, preferably green and not cucumber green. Green Gatorade. You know, I found out that they make a green Gatorade that's cucumber and lime flavored. And I'm not sure who really likes cucumber lime flavor, but ooh, something about Gatorade really helps me out on the long bike rides. Anyhow, hotel is about 5 minutes away, so see you there. All right, get the bike in the room. I'm gonna have to take the tent off and set it up outside because it needs to dry out. Happy Friday to you. I'm just leaving a overpriced motel in Fortuna. Gonna make it kind of short today. I want to enjoy the Avenue of the Giants. So I think I'm only gonna do about 30 miles. And then tomorrow I'll have a big 45-mile day to wrap things up. Anyhow, heading off on a foggy Friday morning. I was hesitant to get on 101 this morning as it was kind of dark and foggy, but it's actually worked out pretty well. One lane is closed here, so I got plenty of room between me and the traffic, which is not too heavy anyhow. And the adventure cycling route takes me out somewhere on the hills here. I'm sure it's a nice route, but I almost feel like this is just as good. I'm making better time. And it's not so dangerous. Actually, in the fog on those smaller roads, it could be a little bit more problematic. Just passing the town of Scotia. Well, I'll date myself here. Back in the 1970s when I was a kid, I used to do a lot of family camping up this way. And we took the tour of the lumber mill here one year. It was very interesting. At that point, it was kind of closing down, but definitely happening now. Wood is still as popular as ever. Just getting off of 101, taking the Avenue of the Giants exit. I've been looking forward to this for a while. I love this area. I've driven this stretch of road before, and it's got some of the most magnificent trees you'll find, I think, on the whole planet, really. Yeah, here we go into the Avenue of the Giants. Yeah, I've done 1,000 miles and some of these trees are 1,000 years old. So yeah, that's kind of a stretch trying to make that analogy. But anyhow, I feel good that I've hit the 1,000 mile mark. And actually, my body's held up pretty well because I have ridden every day since the day after I arrived in Bellingham. once you get out of the redwood groves, it definitely heats up significantly. And I know in Garberville, which is about 20 miles away, it was over 100 degrees there yesterday. Forecast was for upper 80s today though. So I hope that's the reality of it. I don't want no triple digits. It's been so nice and cool this whole trip that I don't know what I'd do in 100 degrees. Wow, just at that market back there, it felt like 90 degrees in the parking lot. Sun blaring down. So I got an extra large Gatorade, or bigger than normal. And I'm back in the groves here. Feels good, but I'm concerned there's going to be some climbing in the afternoon heat. So at least I've got extra fluids and a couple of snacks, but it's going to be a radical change from that Oregon coast, Washington coast, Fortuna weather. Well, I have a little bit of a dilemma here. It really got hot. I don't know what the temperature is here. I'm going to say it's about 95 or so. And I'm about 10 miles from Garberville, but there's a pretty good climb. And I had to go into the mini mart back there in Miranda, I think it was, and just hang out in the store for about 20 minutes just to cool off. After being in 60s and low 70s for the last 3 weeks riding, this hot just really kicked my butt. So my plan right now is I'm going to hang here in the shade. It's a little bit cooler here in the Redwood Grove. And then I'm going to go about another 3 miles down the road to Phillipsville and probably find a store there I can go hang in. And then by then, maybe it'll be a bit more shade. I don't know. I'm going to wait till like about 4 o'clock maybe to take that uphill. But yeah, so I got to kill about 3 hours or so. So yeah, I'm just going to sit around here and do nothing. According to my iPhone, it is exactly 100 degrees at the next town. So I've been hanging here in the shade for the last 2 hours, waiting for it to cool off just a bit. I think the shadows are getting a little bit longer. So I'm going to head down to the next town. It's only about 3 miles. Loiter around, hopefully an air-conditioned store there for 20 minutes. And then hopefully it'll cool off enough so I can continue on my way to Richardson Grove State Park. Well, I think I've covered about 4 miles in the last 4 hours. That is because I've just been hanging in the shade. First in a redwood grove, then in front of a small market. Then I moved down to a roadside hot dog stand. And now I'm just here by kind of near the river, but just one last cool spot before I gotta get on the side of 101 and get to Garberville. But yeah, I miscalculated today. It got up to 104 at one point, so pretty hot.